Hello. Okay, this is a series of exercises for your glutes. This is requested by Alicia. Glutes are super important for belly dance. We use them for a lot of different things. And they're a really important muscle for overall fitness. They are pretty strong already, but developing a sense of control, being able to squeeze your glute muscles on command is something that is really helpful for belly dance too. So we're going to start out on the floor. So for this little sequence, we're going to do some glute squeezes on the floor, some standing glute squeezes, and then we're going to do three exercises. I'm going to show you three exercises that I really like for glute muscles. And for those, if you're going to do them right after this video is over, you might want some dumbbells depending on your level of strength or comfort with these exercises. We're going to do a one-legged lunge, and we're going to do something called pistol squats, and we're going to do glute bridges. And for glute bridges, if you want a weight, you're going to want something squishy. So for glute bridges, we're going to be down in repose and then squeezing our glute muscles to come up and then release. So you can put a weight here. If you have a dumbbell, that can be kind of sharp on your hip bones. So if you have a squishy like medicine ball or anything like that, that's what I prefer to use. I don't have one at home, but I use one at the gym. So let's start with some seated glute squeezes. So this exercise is going to help us start firing up our glutes on command, and that's going to be helpful for the other exercises we do because we want to be able to squeeze our glute muscles intentionally, either one or both at the same time, while we do our strength training exercises. So let's start with a right squeeze and release, left squeeze and release. So for this movement, while we're doing this on the floor, we want to try to eliminate any other muscles that are also squeezing and trying to help. Maybe quads, hamstrings, maybe your feet get tense, it might be low abs. Might be any other muscle. So just check for tension where there doesn't need to be tension. While you're on the floor, you can be cross-legged. I like to do this exercise in a wide V. My left glute's like ready to go, wants to go faster. You can lay either on your belly or on your back. Sometimes laying on your back can help because then you can feel the resistance of the floor against your glute muscle when you squeeze it. And that can be helpful for you kinesthetic learners. So let's go a little faster. Right, release, left, release, 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 right, release, left, release. So now let's do the release as we squeeze the opposite side. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, 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 right, left. You should practice leading with both your right glute and your left glute. So what I mean by that is when you get up to a certain speed, you're going to have one glute muscle that really wants to be the one that is on the downbeat. For right-handed folks, it's probably your right glute muscle. If you're right-handed, you're probably right-footed and right-gluted and right everything else. So at a faster speed, let's try right, 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 left, right, left, right, 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 4, 3, 2, 1. And now leading on the left, 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 right, left, right, left, right, left, 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 right, left, right, left, right, left, 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 So I recommend trying that exercise with a song, so that you can feel if you have one glute muscle that wants to be the one to hit the downbeat, and then you can intentionally practice using the other one to hit the downbeat as well to build comfort with both sides. Okay, so one more thing on the floor. Let's squeeze both. Squeeze, 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 both. And now let's squeeze both and hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So as you are squeezing your glute muscles, as soon as your attention drifts a little bit, they're going to try to relax partially. So let's squeeze them harder. And squeeze them harder. Where else did tension show up in your body? Try to release everything but those glute muscles. Squeeze them harder. Harder. And release. Cool. Okay, so let's do a little bit of that same sort of exercise standing. Standing glute-only hip lifts are going to be very small, so much so that depending on how far you are away from your mirror or what clothes you're wearing, they might be almost invisible. So the glute muscle, even if the knees are really relaxed, the glute muscle squeeze is not going to pull the hip up very far. If you're getting a super big hip lift, you are probably using your glutes plus legs or glutes plus obliques, which is not wrong. That's good technique to practice, but right now try to only use your glutes. Something that might help is not even thinking of this as a hip lift. Just thinking of it as a glute squeeze exactly like we were just doing, but point my light that it's as bright as the sun elsewhere. So think about what we were just doing on the floor. Let's go arms out to mid, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So squeezing one side at the same time as we're releasing the other. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's try a squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good time to double check your home posture. Your knees should be soft so that that glute squeeze can pull your leg a little bit straighter. Low abs are engaged, so your low back is long. Upper back is engaged, so your rib cage is tilted very slightly up in the front. Shoulders are back and down. Face is relaxed. Okay, and now that exercise where we're going to lead a little quickly with the right on the downbeat, so do this later with music, and then we're going to try leading on the left. So leading on the right, alternating right, left, right on the downbeat of your music. Right, 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 left, right, left, right, left, right, 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 4, 3, 2, 1. And now leading on the left. Left, 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 right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 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 left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. So try that later with music. Making sure to practice both leading on the right and the left, and getting whichever one is a little less likely to want to lead a little smarter. So now for the exercises that I really like for glutes. First, glute bridge. So for glute bridge, like I said, you can have a weight if you would like. sitting on your hips, or you can do this without a weight. So here's where that intentional contraction of your glutes can really help. So you can power a bridge lift with a lot of leg work and a little bit of glutes, or you can really concentrate on the glutes. So as we're lifting our hips up into bridge, you want to think about that both squeeze that we did, and really squeeze your glutes as much as you can, thinking about your glutes lifting your pelvis up, and then start releasing slowly on the way down. If you have a squishy weight or a pointy weight and you're into a little self-torture, you can rest that on your hips. I just rest it on my hips and I hold it from rolling down toward my abs when I come up with my hands just by my hip bones. So I like to do a 20-pound weight, and I like to do 3 sets of 15, and I go pretty slow so I can really concentrate on squeezing the glutes on the way up and then releasing them slowly on the way down. So you're building that intelligence in your glutes that'll help you in dance, as well as building the strength in your glutes that will help you in dance and that will help you in life. So the other 2 exercises that I really like to target glutes are one-legged squats and pistol squats, which are also one-legged squats. So 2 different kinds of one-legged squats or lunges. And I like to do a different number of sets and a different amount of weight depending on what else I'm doing with my legs and glutes on any given day. So I'll just give you a suggestion to try or to work up to. So for our one-legged lunge, you need something like a handy couch or a chair or a medicine ball if you were just using one for your glute bridge to rest your back foot on. Optional also a weight or weights that you can hold. So for our one-legged lunge, oh, you're crooked. Oh well, that's okay. We can be a little crooked. So for my one-legged lunge, I like to put a foot back up on something. And I want my front foot to be far enough out away from my chair or my couch that my knee doesn't go over my toes when I'm doing my lunge. So this knee needs to stay over that front foot as you do this lunge. Try not to put too much weight into this back foot. It's just there for balance. So you can hold dumbbells with your hands while you do this exercise. And again, with this exercise, think about squeezing that glute muscle on your lunging leg. So I typically do this with 2 15-pound dumbbells, and I do 8 on each side. Again, going pretty slow, really thinking about squeezing my glute muscle as I come up, and then releasing my glute muscle as I sink down into the lunge. So I do 8 on one side, take a little break for a shimmy typically, 8 on the other side, little shimmy break, and then I do that twice more. So 3 sets of 8 on each side, with or without dumbbells. So the other exercise I really like is another one-legged exercise. And for this exercise, if you're just starting out with pistol squats, you're gonna want something that will give you some help. So I like to use a door frame. Can you see me? You can sort of see me. So I'm gonna hold on to the door frame on both sides, and I'm gonna come down in a one-legged lunge or squat, and my other leg's gonna be out in front of me. Trying to build hip flexor strength by holding that leg up off the floor on the way down and on the way up. So what I like to do to start off is just going down as slowly as possible, holding that leg up, putting that other foot down, and pulling myself back up. So sometimes that's all I do for these pistol squats. And then that depends on what else I'm doing for legs and glutes, right, that day. You can also keep that leg up on the way down and the way up. So down, and then use your arms on that door frame to help you pull back up. So anything that you can grab onto that will help you pull yourself back up with your arms. If you have an exercise band that's stretchy that you can attach to something up above you, that's another really helpful thing to do. So for those, if I'm doing the version where you put your foot down and have both feet helping you push back up, I like to do 10 or 12 on each side, 3 times. And for the full pistol squat, where you squat down on one leg, you keep that leg floating, push back up, only one leg. I'm working up to trying to do 3 sets of 8 on each leg. I can do 1 set of 8, and then I'm like 7, and then 5-ish. So it's definitely a really good strength builder that will grow with you because it's so hard. Use your arms the least amount possible, both on the way down and on the way up, to help you build progressive strength. So glutes on the floor, glutes standing. Try leading on the right and on the left when you get to a faster speed where that feels challenging. And then glute bridge, one-legged lunges, so one leg up behind you on a chair or something. And then the pistol squats. There are some really good YouTube videos that are like pistol squat progression. So if you can't do a full pistol squat, which would be no hands and only one leg ever, building up to being able to do that is a really good challenge. And there's lots of good YouTube videos that have suggestions of different ways you can start building that strength. It also takes a lot of flexibility. If you're going all the way down into your lowest possible squat, so if your bottom point of your pistol squat is here with butt almost on the floor, you can, if you find that difficult to do more than a couple reps of, you don't have to go down that far. You can go down so that your upper leg is parallel to the floor and keep it up a little higher. So hopefully those are good glute suggestions. I just did legs yesterday, so even just doing a few sample ones, my legs are like, what are you doing? So have fun building glute strength, and I'll see you guys all next week, barring tornadoes.